Happy October, Aquarius, Aquarian Seekers. Welcome. What's up? How's it going? How you doing? Just kidding. Hey, my name is Morgane. This is the Existential Shift. I'm working with the Spellcasters Tarot. We're going to do Tarot and Existential Shift. What do Aquarius need to know now? If you want to be ahead next month, it's currently your last. You could consider maybe pressing the like button, comment, sharing. Unfortunately, although I always feel like my Aquarian reading are super unique and I love them, and I feel like I give a lot of energy to Aquarius for some reason, I'm not sure why, but although all that, you seem to be the sign that is the least supportive. Yeah, Aqua, that's the truth. So if you want that to change, show me the love. And you'll get bumped ahead for next month. It really is as simple as that. I'm going according to the number of likes on each video. Okay, guys? So, what do my beautiful Aquarians need to know? Eight of Cups, Seven of Pentacles. I feel like you just want to focus on you, leave everything, and just feel the little things in life. Maybe it started or is starting to feel a bit too much responsibility, too much effort, too much thought, and you're like, I just want to let it be. Should I just let it be, or should I water it? That's the $1 trillion question. Everything needs the combination, the balanced combination of, on one hand, allowing it to be, but on the other hand, putting in the proper energy, right? A plant, you ought to let it grow, but you ought to give it the fuel that it needs to grow. Without water, without sun, it's not going to grow. If you let it be, it will die. So there's something that could either grow or die. And it really depends on the focused energy that you put into it. There has to be an intelligent investment that is long-term. Allowing something to just play out will kill it. Interesting. Okay. Let's see further for Aquas. Okay. 10 of Cups. So there's the potential of a beautiful, harmonious community and or love life. And I'm picking on someone being left outside, like someone is not participating in the love and light, we're all one kind of facade I'm picking up on. They're like, I just want to do the work and let something grow and enjoy this plant. Give me one small real thing over one big false thing. Right? I'm picking up on like the 10 of Cups here is coming through more like as an ideal vision that is beautiful on its own, but in reality, it needs to be, the details need to be watered, okay? In order to have a flourishing garden, right, every single plant or aspect of the garden need to be taken care of, right? And when each little piece is being nurtured, That's how a big garden blossoms, okay? So it's about the individuals. If you make a group about a group and fail the individual, then the group automatically fails because it consists of individuals, right? So if the individuals are like falling to the sidelines, you're not going to have the community. You're not going to have the big picture without the detail. Focus on growing what can grow, right? Water the plant, you'll have a forest. Water the forest, the plants will die. Sure. Sorry. Got some hair in my eye. Okay. It's 2 in 1. There we go. Oh, okay. So there's Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, and 7 of Swords. Okay. 2 Queens and 7 of Swords. Possible rivalry. One is a thinker slash talker. The other is a doer slash creator. The Ace of Wands here, I feel like it's kind of strengthening the water the plant, like water the seeds that have the potential of growth and of becoming a tree and then becoming a forest, right? If you constantly think of the forest and ignore the seeds, the actual investment in the things that will eventually create that collective bigger picture, it will dwindle. 7 of Swords here. Someone is going to talk a big game and leave either you or people stranded. I hope it's not you talking a big game and then leaving someone stranded, but it's almost like, okay, there is some manipulation involved here in this specific 7 of Swords. It's not in all the decks, it's not in all the 7 of Swords, but it's coming through here. So, from the Queen of Wands energy, the Ace of Wands will grow. Like something tangible, full of life that will create and recreate itself, right? From the Queen of Swords, 7 of Swords will grow. There's a tendency to go around in circles. Now, it could be as literal as 2 queens, 2 women. It could be 2 men. It could be romantic. It could be work. It could be friendship. It could be... It doesn't have to be 2 people. It could be 2 entities, right? Ooh. Okay, show me more. Show us more for Aquarius, please. Explain this further for October. Oh. The High Priestess. Everything is not as it seems. You don't know everything about this situation or about this person or about their agenda. There are things that are like a little bit that are hidden from you, that you're not aware of. Someone has not been sincere. Okay. So one of these people is sincere, the other is not. To put it in simple terms. You can be one of those people, by the way, Aqua, although I think it feels like two people outside of you. Nine of Pentacles and Five of Swords. So this Nine of Pentacles is this Seven of Pentacles. Okay, this is the same energy. And I feel like this Seven of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles is someone that kind of sees it, knows it. Five of Swords, Seven of Swords. And kind of puts up a wall of protection around them because of that. They're like, I see beyond the wall everything that is happening. I see the truth of either this person or this entity or whatever this is. And I'm just putting up this wall, and I'm not going from this garden that I'm growing and creating and investing in and nurturing and nourishing. Earth. Earth is tangible reality. It's practicality. It's essence. It is presence, right? So this energy is like, I'm not going to leave this beautiful thing that I'm working on, creating, nourishing for this cold bullshit. Swords, right? Just talks and games. Look at this energy compared to this energy, right? This energy talks and steals. This energy does the work. Shows up, invests, reap results. It shows. This energy can't. So they talk about it. And I'm feeling this person here being very protective against this. Someone feels like they're not in a safe environment. Someone feels like a winter energy is threatening their garden, their safe space. I'm picking up. This is very interesting. Now suddenly the High Priestess feels like this whisper in her ear. You see, because she has a hematite. This is a hematite stone, by the way. She has a hematite stone for her head. I don't know why specifically they chose hematite, but hematite is a wonderful stone. But never mind, let's not go into it. You see the squirrel here has this head cover that is like black fabric. I feel like the reason why this energy knows about this energy, it's an all-seeing energy. The High Priestess is an all-seeing energy. It's an all-knowing, highly intuitive, very tapped, very connected, knows the secrets of life. And it's like she's whispering in her ear. She knows. This energy is there for a reason. You know, especially in the spiritual world, but in societal world as well. There are streams of thought that, you know, encourage open borders, open boundaries, open everything. Now, philosophically and theoretically, it is ideal, right? In higher dimensions, we don't have the physical boundaries that we have here. However, yes, the eagle can fly, but you're not an eagle. You're not going to try and jump from the roof just because the eagle can, okay? So in higher dimensions, and ideally in philosophy, a world with no boundaries and no separation and all mutual equal love sounds wonderful, but it doesn't really work in the tangible 3D reality that we're here experiencing. I'll tell you more than that. It's not meant to work like that here. We came here for this experience for a reason, and this experience has physical boundaries and has physical manifestation of energy and walls of protection. Why? Because we are split into infinite aspects of divinity, which includes yin and yang, light and dark, and all the spectrum in between. Okay? So, whereas there's also a lot of good and love and sincerity and openness and truth, there's also a lot of bad and deceit and danger and pain and dishonesty and so on. This person knows it very, very well. The High Priestess knows the secrets of life. Okay? Which includes the yin and yang, the polarities, and the physics, be it the Newtonian laws of physics or be it metaphysics and everything in between. She encompasses all of those with her wisdom, and she understands when it's time to be open-hearted, communal, and equal, because the parties involved are safe and sincere, as opposed to when you gotta really just focus on yourself and your work and put on healthy boundaries. Because there are threats, there is manipulation, there is theft, there is bullshit, there is deceit. And if you allow snow to overrun your garden, just because we need to accept everything, which is true in theory, but you got to be able to say, sorry, snow, I love you from afar. I understand that there's a reason to your existence, okay, but you can't go anywhere near my garden. The way you are is unsafe. So, yeah. Let me know in the comments which one you see yourself in this story. Obviously, no one is going to comment being like, I'm the manipulative prick. But, you know, who knows? Sometimes awareness, the process of awareness is recognizing when we were the hero and when we were the antagonist, when we were the good person or the bad person, and so on. Page of Pentacles. Is there two here? Yeah. Sorry, they were in the sun and they got glued a little bit. Page of Pentacles and Nine of Swords. So, hear he. This is important. The Suit of Swords, the negative cards from the Suit of Swords, is just continuing. So you're either not listening or someone is not listening. And if you continue following this Five of Swords, Seven of Swords, appearance over essence, right? This is what's going to happen. Nine of Swords. If you let something, if you let someone or something be, continue behaving the way they have been behaving, it's going to create bigger and bigger sabotage. Okay? If you want an understanding of what, you know, what energy to trust, what energy not to trust, the energy that you trust, you can see it in their actions, right? You can see the results in the field, in the surface. And they're picking up an energy of feeling guarded and feeling protective over oneself, like trying to protect their either safety or their creativity or their whatever this is. And the other energy will literally tell you everything you want to hear. But it will do very little to none. I'm seeing no creative action from these sword suit. And the High Priestess, she's like really stuck in between and is like, sees all of it, but is unable to fully express what she knows. curious what this is about. Sounds dramatic. Sounds interesting. Feel free to share. There might be some uncomfortable news coming in toward the end of the month. I don't know if it will completely surprise you, but maybe you didn't expect for it to evolve to that situation, to that extent. Two nines, 2 7. Someone is being very physical with their craft. Is there anything else you want to tell Aquarius about these two queens, Queen of Swords and Queen of Wands? Any other clarity? Okay, clarify the Queen of Swords. Let's start one by one. Clarify the Queen of Swords, please, for Aquarius. Knight of Pentacles and Four of Wands. Okay. Clarify the Queen of Wands. Oh, a complete different story is coming through. Okay. Clarify the... So the Queen of Wands is clarified by the Seven of Wands and King of Cups. Okay. So a complete other story is coming through. There could be some sort of celebration, some sort of, it could be engagement, it could be wedding, it could be same sex that might have had some challenges when it comes to somehow getting married, or I don't know if it has to do with the legalities of where they live or however it's playing out, but there has been some challenges, but now it's sorting itself out, and it's coming together. Okay. I'm also seeing two women who connect with, two women who are a couple that connect with a man just to get pregnant. So like two women looking for someone, maybe a friend or someone to just be a shared father. I don't know if it's like a sperm donation or an actual someone to be also involved in the child, but there's like this threesome here. Now we have 3 sevens. That's it? Okay. Let's look at the cards. I'm not done, but just so you know, after we're done, I'm going to continue into an extended for you guys for October. It will be available on Patreon. Would love for you guys to check it out. It's a monthly membership where you can cancel anytime. You get all the extendeds, like for all the zodiac signs for unlimited streaming, present and past, so you can go back in time. Where were we? 9 and 9. 7, 7, 7. I just want to look at something. And there's other VIP content. There's rune readings. There's karmic shift and liberation. Lunar spirit messages from me where I just talk about whatever I want freely. It kind of changes. And yeah, anyway, link is below. So where's the other Queenie? There you are. Queenie. Okay. Lots of characters. A lot of people. Yeah, this could really involve an actual community of people. Maybe that you might be a part of somehow. Oh my goodness, only one major arcana, and it's the High Priestess. You might not be very in tune with your intuition, Aquarius. You gotta be looking at what is not seen. You gotta look at, what, not just what's right in front of you, But like, you gotta look at the layers. Okay, 3 7s, 2 9s. I'm picking up on some sort of a spiritual test that you almost manifested for yourself as ways of practicing discernment and intuition and clarity of mind. Other than that, it looks like this togetherness could be a coupling, could be a community, could be a family, could be many, many things, but there's really strong, wonderful potential for coming together. But you can't ignore the details. You know, a stitch in time saves 9, right? And who is this person that has so much knowledge? This is someone incredibly knowledgeable. Incredibly knowledgeable. There's like so much knowledge about so many things. I can't even pick up what it is specifically that the knowledge is channeled as. It's like, because I think it's a lot of stuff. Someone that passed away has left some sort of something riddle-like, unclear, confusing possibly, that requires further investigation or discovery. Like there are things that are unknown about this. There's also a family unit where with possibly a child or children, and the father likely to have met someone new or is now dating again. He could be dating several women, just putting himself back on the market, looking for a new candidate to be a co-parent for his kid. And his kid is like kind of looking at the process. The kid might be like a young adult, like a teenager or something, and is might like even giving his dad advice or something like that. I know it's so specific. Also, there's a kid that is looking up to their parent as an example of how they treat the opposite sex. So keep that in mind. Your child is watching all the time. So the way you treat your partner, the opposite sex around you, they're learning. So give good example. That's coming through. There is a wedding celebration. I'm suddenly picking up on this high priestess as like an alternative priest or an alternative rabbi, or like maybe like a pagan priest, like literally a high priestess wedding. Like this could be an alternative wedding. For some, I'm picking up on polyamory, and for very few of you, someone is literally marrying more than one partner. Like they have, like, actually, I don't know if it's legal here or where it is legal. I don't think it's legal here. Maybe there is some place that it's legal, or maybe it's just doing it secretly, but there's something really, there is something secretive about it, right? So maybe it's being kept secret. It's like a community. I'm picking up on a closed community. Suddenly, another thing is there's a closed community that it's hard to leave or hard to step out of. Someone that doesn't know how to end a cycle. They want to sneak out somehow without causing drama, but they don't know how. They might try to do that when no one is watching or when there's a lot of other stuff going on. They'll just kind of phase out or disappear, or they're, someone is simultaneously investing in other projects, possibly competitive, and they're just waiting to see which one pays off better for them. So there could be someone who's surface level committed to you, right? But is actually playing a double, if not triple game. They're just like collecting the opportunities without like considering what it will do Ugh. In case they decide to bail, you know. So make sure you're investing in whoever invests in you, right? Make sure that the investment is mutual. I wouldn't go with blind trust this month. I would go with discernment. And quality over quantity. It's for sure is coming up very, very strong. Quality over quantity. I'm going to pull runes at the end of the extended, by the way. I don't know why I'm still... I feel like there's other things wanting to express themselves. Let's look. This knight here is kind of looking at me like, don't notice me, don't notice me. I'm just here passing by. I noticed you. Let's see. What can we see about this Knight of Pentacles, please, for Aqua? Three of Wands and King of Swords. Okay. Aqua, I feel like this is you finally coming into the reading. Like, I saw like a lot of other energies, people, situations, but this is you coming in. Okay. Okay. This is good. This means that you are developing a very discerning eye and a clear, sharp understanding as to essence, as to who is what. Okay. This is also a lot of potential. This is a lot of spirit. A lot of life force, chi energy. Someone is recognizing potential. Okay? So if it's not you, Aquarius, maybe someone is recognizing potential in you. Like seeing beyond, you know, the exterior bullshit and sees through the core of you, or vice versa. You see through all the bullshits and all the talks and see into the core of someone or something. I'm just going to give a very simple example so it will be clearer, because I feel like some of you are still confused. Okay, let's say this is a casting director, or a producer, or a director that is auditioning people, and there's a lot of known names, wanting the role. There's a lot of hoo-ha around them or whatever, but you recognize the person with the perfect skill, or maybe not skill, maybe essence, maybe they have the spirit of the character or something that you really, really believe in them. Okay? Even if they haven't necessarily had like a 10 of Pentacles proof that they can do this or that. Does that make sense? I hope this was clearer. Okay, guys, bottom line, you know, this is your kind of journey of discovery and discernment. So I guess it's important to have some sort of mystery anyway. So you will have that room, that place to figure it out. Okay, let's see what comes up in the extended. I'm going to do this right now. But oh, I forgot. No, I'm going to give you spiritual homework. Duh. Okay, spiritual homework for Aquarius, please, for the month of October. If you're new, be sure to subscribe. You already know all the things, you know, press the bell button. No way, I'm going to pull. Press the bell button, so you won't be last next time. Yes, I still do Ophiuchus, but Ophiuchus I don't count as like first or last, etc. Because Ophiuchus for me is like the bonus tarot reading, Seeker 13. It's kind of an integration of the energies of all the signs. So it's always like after everyone. So even though there's another reading coming from the 12 signs. Anyway, you get the gist. Spiritual homework for Aquarius. If you already know tarot and you have an inclination about what the spiritual messages of the card that will come out mean, just go with that. If you want to, with that regardless, because it's for beginners and professional tarotis alike, but if you want to know what my Tarot Masterclass Bunkai has to say, what I have to say about the card that will come out, I will link it below, the direct link for the class, okay? So, Aquarius, spiritual homework for the month of October for Aquarius. Energy work, spiritual guidance for Aquarius. 5 of Pentacles. Guys, this is not a premonition type of reading. This is spiritual work. So you look at the cards differently. So the class that I will link will include both the interpretation in the tarot for 5 of Pentacles, but also the underlayers and other aspects of this card, including the spiritual guidance and the advice. Okay, so check it out if you so wish to. I'll see you in a sec.